big shout out to R&J's. Big special thanks from them, from the Aaron and Austin Show, for stepping up and being an official sponsor. We really love having them around.
Probably some of the best whiskey selection in town. Go check them out over there at Douglas and Hillside. Tell them Aaron and Austin sent you.
The Aaron and Austin Show is brought to you by Slow Coast Studios, Wichita's home for EPKs, live recording, podcasts, really any audio-visual stuff that you might need.
So we want to welcome a new sponsor to the Aaron and Austin Show, Mopigs.
Yeah. Great people that got all the cool vintage toys.
Like, they really have the coolest stuff, and he comes across a little bit of everything. He has, like, literally vintage video games all the way down to, like, loose action figures. I mean, you got to go check out their store. They're over at 833 Northwest Street. They're in the old game exchange there on West Street.
Killer selection. Great people. Go check out Mopigs for sure.
Get with PK Pest Management for all of your pest control needs. 316-305-7108. For any termite inspections or anything under the sun, we'll take care of any problem that you have.
Sacred Leaf is Wichita's favorite CBD store. They grow their own fields out in Colorado. They make a lot of their own products. Stop by, see Nikki. Tell them Aaron and Austin sent you. The Cowboy Inn is Wichita's favorite neighborhood bar. For a great patio, great service, great vibe, check out the Cowboy Inn just south of Central on St. Paul.
We'd like to welcome a new official sponsor, Whiskey Dicks. They just signed on. It's a great bar. Me and Aaron love it. We love to get our old fashions there. They got happy hour from 3 to 6 every day. So make sure you get out and support Whiskey Dicks, a new official sponsor of the Aaron and Austin Show.
The Aaron and Austin Show wants to give a huge shout out to Eddie at Wichita by EB. Go check out his podcast, The Editorial. Check out all the stuff he's doing for food trucks. He releases a list of where the food trucks are going to be. He releases a list of where the bands are going to be playing. Just an amazing dude. Go support him. Find Wichita by EB. Support him however you can. Out Detox has been helping Wichita detox for 15 years. They have a great selection of CBD products, mushroom gummies, kratom, kava, and even legal THC. Hit them up, www.alloutdetox.com, or give them a call, 316-554-7459. Be all in with All Out Detox.
Check out the Rusty Nail for everyday food and drink specials, especially Hammer Time. Every day from 4 to 7, half-price drinks. And on Saturdays, we have some of the best live music in town.
Diaper Jam 2024. We have Brantley Gilbert, Stone Temple Pilots, Demon Jones, Wheeler Walker Jr., Upchurch, and Joe D. Messina. So it's going to be a killer lineup. More to come. A bunch of locals popping up on that. There's a whole beach party stage. We haven't announced an act on.
Yeah, and then we've got just so much going on at that show. Make sure that you're going to be out there. It's July 19th and 20th this year. The Aaron and Austin Show is going to be in the VIP section, podcasting live at the lodge all weekend long. It's going to be a blast. There's going to be camping. There's going to be dad bod contests. There is going to be a car show.
Shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Awesome.
Well, here we are.
What episode is this?
Here we are.
This is
109.
109. Yeah, episode 109. We got Brave Boy in the house tonight. We got a lot of shout outs to give to Sacred Leaf, 42 Below. Mopigs has just joined on with us. All of the beautiful liquor that we're getting to drink tonight. We got to give a shout out to R&J's liquor store over there at Douglas and Hillside. Whiskey Dicks and Rusty Nail, two of our favorite places. So get into both of those. We got a lot of shit coming up with Diaper Jam. So we're working on tickets to give away.
Yeah, we should be giving away VIP passes this year.
Yeah, I think we have 4 VIP passes and maybe 2 general admission passes to give away. I don't want to speak too soon, but I know we have at least 4.
But the ticket giveaways, that's the takeaway.
The thing is we have 6 total because I got 2 tickets that we give away to whoever sponsors us the most gets 2 all access VIP tickets for 2 days, and then we have I think 2 more VIP tickets to give away and 2 general admission tickets to give away.
Yeah,
and those are all day, all weekend. They're not single day passes.
So if you guys have ideas for how we should give those away,
do you guys have any fucking ideas?
Yeah. I mean, it's kind of a fun game. Like, how do you give away?
Yeah, how do we give these away? I mean, because they're worth. like the VIP tickets are for a 2-day pass is a $300 plus value at the moment.
I was thinking like whoever gives the best back rub or like,
Oh yeah,
That gets a little creepy.
that'll play out really well. You
whoever
won't
makes
get canceled or anything.
Two creepy podcast guys. I can just see the clickable headline that we're gonna be in right now.
Oh.
So
whoever
not
makes
that.
the best mac and cheese, maybe. I like that one.
I don't know.
Better.
All right,
Yeah.
it's getting
Better.
better. It's
That
getting
one.
better. It's getting better. But I don't know if I
Trying to look out for us, man.
well, I don't like
you know,
eating
so-
anything out of a kitchen from somebody's house I've never been
Ooh,
Mm.
cat hair. Yeah.
to. You never know how people.
Always cat
Yeah.
hair.
You never know how
Every
people.
time.
You never
That's
know
what I
how
worry
people keep
about
the kitchen.
That's what I worry about.
So we got the Jam Jam coming up. There's a lot there. We're going to be live at the lodges this year if you want to. And we're going to be right next to the VIP section. So we're hoping to get as many of the Smile, Empty Soul, and Stone Temple Pilots and Willie Walker Jr.'s on the show as we can.
We're introducing some of these bands too, right?
Yeah. That we get all the details coming up here. We have a luncheon and everything that's going on with the Damn Jam. Shout out to those people. They work really hard. So that's going to be a lot of fun this year. So get your tickets and come out to that shit. I don't know quite how the camping's going this year because the location's changed and all that. So if you want to learn about why that changed, you got Ryan Beatty's episode last week and Damn Jam episode. We might do another one live or something coming up when that gets close, probably. So because we do have like a party to go to. The Damn Jam does it right. We got like a company party to go to a month before it. So that'll be a lot of fun. And shout out to the Diaper Jam. They re-upped for another year of sponsorship with us. We love them, everything they do, and we love being a part of that this year. Can't wait to be back next year. And they got a big guy t-shirt that fits. I'm always happy
I
about
was
that.
admiring
The
that.
Diaper
Good
Jam,
shirt.
Yeah, they hook it up. They're a lot of fun.
Almost $25,000 raised.
25,000
diapers. My bad.
Yeah.
Dollars, diapers. You know. It's
I mean,
Basically,
I
the
mean, if
same
you,
thing.
Yeah.
I bet if you, I don't know what a diaper is a piece, but
they're more than $1. So
Hey,
I don't know.
coming out ahead.
Probably
Yeah,
not. No,
probably
because I brought like 70 something. I brought like 142 diapers for like $70. So they're like 50 cents a piece, bro.
you buying them like janky diapers?
No, I did. I brought Loves. I brought the Loves one. Loves ain't bad. I done changed
like from Love's gas station, like them.
Yep.
Thank you
good
to our
ones.
sponsored love.
yeah. Yeah. Well, we thank you to our sponsor. Anyone who wants to be one.
Would like
That's a-
Diapers, whatever.
Yeah, that we'll have we'll shit in them diapers and test them out. We don't care. We ain't scared. But we want to give a shout out to the Merkins and Hugo and all those guys.
yeah, R.I.P. Merkins.
R.I.P. to the Merkins. They'll play another
Yeah.
show or two sometime.
Did you
or
see
another.
Matt Baller's post today? He's like with the Merkins gone and Thunderbird Hotel looking for a drummer.
Yeah.
You know, he's like, we need to safeguard Aether with our lives. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hugo, I don't think will ever stop playing music. He seems like
No.
a guy that's, since I've met him, pretty. I don't. Do you guys know of the Merkins and all these bands? So,
Yeah.
like, so they died today. I
I didn't know they died today.
Yeah.
Well,
that's why I'm wearing my shirt.
Oh, okay. I get it now.
But they might.
Yeah, they're done.
Yeah, it was a horrible.
No, I mean they're not like fucking.
Well,
dead.
they were on
Oh,
tour and
yeah.
the plane went down.
Let's be
It was a
Yeah,
classic.
Jesus
The
God.
band.
It was
is
a
no
classic
more.
plane went down
The
situation.
people
Shit,
are
we should have
okay.
ran with that for a minute with Danny. Just like, oh no, you didn't fucking hear
I
that.
know. I was trying. I was trying to. I was trying to pull
Sorry,
it.
Shock
I
jock.
blew your thing. Yeah, blew your thing.
That's all right. The plane went down. It was in spectacular fashion.
Yeah.
But they're just shit happens with bands. They come and they go. But
Bands break up, musicians move on. Man, I say it all the time. That's how it is.
right.
You know.
That happens. Also, last of our bullshit, we got merch coming in. The first round of merch, we want to really shout out to Suburbs and SAS for stepping up, and
Yeah.
they're going to be a new official sponsor with us, and they're going to make most of our merch. The first round of stuff, me and Aaron just are the giving back type of guys. Anybody that's supported us, people that are at our sponsorship, we're going to give a lot of the first round of this.
We're
merch.
getting a bunch of sunglasses, like with the logo kind of sunglasses.
Yeah,
like
we'll have
this.
a Aaron and Austin show sunglasses, a bunch of assorted of those.
I like colorful glasses. Well, I mainly wear white ones.
Yeah,
but,
and we're
you know.
getting like 200 stickers, and we're getting some new glasses for the show, and we're getting like 5 shirts. So like our first run of merch that we're getting is just kind of stuff that we're going to give out, and get our logo out there. And
But if
and
you guys like the logo, man, let us know like your shirt size.
yeah, we can have,
And
as long as
we can get that done.
Suburbs and SAS has been really nice. They said anything over one order of certain things they'll get. Like there's certain things we have to, like sunglasses and some other shit you got to order in bulk. But like as far as hoodies, tank tops, shirts of any color, they're willing to do them one at a time. So if you guys want to hit us up, if there's something you want, I know I've had like 5 or 6 people hit us up about hoodies and tank tops. So when that's ready, I think as soon as she gets the first round ready and all the prints are ready, then I'll take a few orders and we'll get that going for you guys. So if you want shirts with our goofy ass faces on it, and shout out to Michael Broadnax. We don't tell him shout out enough for the logo.
Yeah, the logo is just killer.
Yeah, we probably will never have to change the logo. most part.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
I don't know. I mean, shit, I'm gonna make new banners and shit.
Maybe like every 10 years. Or,
Just
yeah.
lit in stone.
Yeah, right. I mean, we got a good song, got a good logo. Let's roll with it.
Ain't
Yeah.
broke.
Right? It ain't broke, don't fix
There
it.
it is.
There it is. Okay,
Where's
so
your
here we are.
energy go?
So here we are. We got Brave Boy coming in. You guys have been hitting me up. You got a lot going on. So first, introduce your guys' selves. Let everybody know right here.
Sure.
Are like 15 people that love the show. Tell us.
Yeah.
All right. I'm Mary Harrison, and I do vocals.
And I'm Eric Harrison, and I play guitar in Brave Boy, but it's kind of everything. I make the music.
Are
Nice.
you guys related?
Composer
Yeah, we're married.
Oh, nice.
by marriage.
Nice.
Yeah.
We're
I didn't know.
related.
I didn't know. No,
way
we're
to put
husband,
it.
and,
It's
we're
a way to
husband and
put it.
wife, so
We are related.
that is a different way.
Yeah.
So husband and wife combo. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Nice.
Yeah, cool.
we are. So yeah, Eric composes the songs and all the guitar parts, and I do vocal melodies and lyrics, and it's a great team.
So the stuff that we're listening to online and the videos that we're watching, I see a full band. Is that how it's produced, or is that how it's performed? You know what I mean?
I mean,
A little bit of both. I mean,
it's primarily me making the music, and then it
but
goes off to Mary at that point.
We kind of pass it back and forth, and then we come together.
yeah, it's
Yeah.
how. And, yeah,
So
that.
We write in the studio.
we had another guitarist, but
I like that process. By the way,
Yeah,
I like that process.
works
a
for
lot.
us.
Until
Just happens.
Sunday, we had a second guitarist.
Yeah, breaking news.
Ah,
So you heard it here first on the Aaron and Austin show.
And he's not dead, and we're still friends.
He wasn't
Oh,
on.
this
He
is
was.
good. This is good.
So he was not on the Merkins plane that went down
Yeah,
earlier.
No.
Okay. Whew.
Along with
I
the
didn't know how many it was gonna
WSU
take it.
football
Yeah,
team,
the
We were gonna have,
737,
we were gonna have to write a really mystical song like the one guy wrote about. When
American Pie.
Yeah.
Yeah,
God, that would be a tough one to follow.
dang.
The
No,
day the
it-
Americans died.
Yeah. All right. We got something already.
Yeah, already working.
Yeah, it's already
Good.
working with the Americans. All right, let's do it.
Yeah, Chad, is mostly schedule conflict sort of thing. So, we wished him well, and he's still our friend, but
Yeah.
we're a duo temporarily.
He's a drummer in another band too, and just and as an adult with kids, it's hard to make two bands work. And his other
Yeah,
band
super
is
hard, man.
pretty popular.
Yeah,
So
two bands is a young man's game. Yeah, when you have a family and everything,
So I have two bands, and I have a kid, but like
Good job.
my bands are like
You exhaust me.
No bands. No bands.
My bands are somewhat established. We don't play
Yeah.
like every weekend. We don't do that thing like
Yeah, we're new.
yeah. We go out, and
very
we do like
new.
a weekend, and then we're done for a while.
Yeah,
it's like-
that's cool.
So,
Yeah, we're pretty new, and we're hustling constantly.
yeah,
It's a lot.
and that's the game, man. That's what you have to do, I guess. Huh?
it's just a matter of getting established. And
Mhm.
It
I have years playing in bands, but that only goes so far. And I took a break or when our daughter was born, and kind of stopped playing for 3 or 4 years, and started a project during the pandemic with my friend Tyson, who was in Killed by Robots, and he's pretty well known around here, but he lives in Detroit now, and that's
It was a remote band.
and
Oh yeah, I
And-
gotcha.
that's we were able
Thus,
to.
thus the production angle coming from this. a
Yeah.
bit. Yeah.
So there was like this we just put out a whole bunch of material real quickly, and then it just kind of faded into the background. And
And I've never been in a band, at least like really
So
officially.
this is your first band.
Right.
Oh,
so
wow.
he has kind of a following, but and I have none. So we've been playing a lot, promoting a lot, working really hard.
Well, I've been seeing the name popping up. So you guys are doing
Cool.
pretty well.
Good.
Yeah.
You guys are playing some shows around.
Yeah.
yeah, I've ran a studio for off and on also for years, and so I
Home studio or what?
yeah, but I've recorded some popular bands here in
Nice.
town. And
Currently.
right now I'm recording Milkwave, and
Oh, bet.
and they're
Yeah.
pretty well known. But it's
They're pretty good too, actually. I've seen
Mhm.
them.
I did
before.
Leech Fetish recently too.
I did Leech Fetish recently. I do a lot of metal bands, which isn't really the thing that
Not what we do.
It's not what I do, and it's not really what
Well,
I.
sometimes in objective
And-
data,
and that-
something from another genre is a little bit of help there. I mean,
Sure.
you're
And
not
that's
listening
not
to
what
the
I
same
hear
shit
in
over
your-
and again.
That's not what I hear in your production either. I don't hear
No.
like that metal production. I guess.
No, but I do. I know my way around it. I understand it. It's not exactly my thing. You know, I'm a bassist, so I've played in metal bands before. I played in doom bands and other stuff, like going back for years and years and years. But it's never like what I'm doing now in Brave Boy and some of the other bands I've been in recent years. It's really closer to what I want to do. But you know, like if a friend wants you to play in their band, sometimes you'll do things that are not entirely.
Well, sometimes playing music is fucking fun.
Yeah.
Sure.
I can see that. Like, I mean, I don't play music, but like me and Aaron strike up podcasts and are looking for excuses to do
Yeah,
shit.
you do creative projects.
Yeah, so it's like I
Same
get it.
idea.
I get it, man. It's fun. Like
So-
sometimes it's like this isn't exactly my lane, but fuck it.
All right.
Yeah.
So I have a thing to say here, because the other day I went to a rehearsal with my neighbor Tanner Smith, Baby Ducks.
Who the fuck is Tanner Smith?
Yeah, Baby Ducks.
I got a
Tanner
t-shirt that
Smith.
says who the fuck is Tanner Smith.
Okay.
and yeah, Tanner, country boy. Okay, like he goes, I shower with Dawn dish soap because if it's good enough for Baby Ducks, it's good enough for me.
Okay.
And yeah, his reasoning on things is quite genius sometimes and
It's
a little
pretty
puzzling.
brilliant. It's pretty like redneck brilliant. It's a
Yeah.
good thing, you know. So
Love that.
so I
And the
got,
man knows things. He knows things. He's a smart guy.
he comes over. He's like, Aaron, we can't find a bass player right now. Can you come and play bass? Will you come to rehearsal, learn this song so that we can record it?
Mhm.
And I go, I guess so.
You're a session musician.
That sounds
now.
fun. I said that sounds pretty fun. I'll
Aaron's
do
a
that.
damn good
And-
musician. He can just
And we're
fucking
gonna
do
get
whatever.
Phil Ulick to come in and play accordion on this song.
Okay. You know, and I know that he can do that. I've never seen him do that.
It's
but
great. No,
I
I've
know
seen
he-
it, and it's
Anybody that can
pretty
actually play that fucking windbag of a weird ass instrument is
Dude,
fun to watch.
Have you seen
Oh,
how many
yeah.
buttons are on like this end?
Dude,
It's
that
a-
thing
it's
is the
amazing.
weirdest fucking instrument
amazing.
maybe ever. If somebody
Yeah.
can play it good, it's
Up
always
there.
cool.
I had
So-
a friendly
Top 10.
one at my
Yeah, when
house
somebody can
once.
play it cool,
Yeah.
it's fucking interesting to watch.
It's impossible to play one. It's even just
It's like
It's
holding.
actually never been
It's
done.
like holding a fucking diaper full of raccoons. Like it's the weirdest
Who's doing
instrument.
diapers.
well, if you
Well,
squeeze
Here
it,
we are again.
when you squeeze it, there's all this resistance that you don't expect if you don't know what you're doing,
Yeah.
and it's just like
It's a windbag. It's
Yeah.
like it's a windbag.
yeah, it's hard.
Seems
it's hard
very
to play one.
awkward.
I
But
feel like
so-
I feel like the Scottish windbag thing would be easier to play. What is that thing called?
It's bagpipes. right?
Bagpipes,
All right,
yeah.
all right. We're getting too far off now. But
I
so
call it the Scottish accordion.
yeah. so I go over.
Yeah,
I,
let's new name.
I
that
go over to this rehearsal, you know, and we play through the song like twice, and then we're just like, yeah, it's all good. So we just ended up getting just crazy fucked up,
Uh-huh.
and
On dish
So
soap.
when you guys,
Yeah.
when you guys are talking about this, and she said that you said you liked it. So like writing in studio, what do you mean by that? Like just kind of writing on the fly, like
Yeah,
while you're
yeah.
jamming, or what do you mean?
I mean, like
Kind of the opposite of that for us.
Yeah,
Of writing on the fly.
Explain your process here in the studio.
I love to hear people's-
I have a different approach, and
I love to hear
I'll-
how a musician goes from there's no song here to now there is one.
You want to talk about the beginnings of your compositions?
Yeah, I mean,
Try
it's
this one?
it's
I'll
not
try it. Yeah.
it's not exactly. It's not always the same, you know. I
No, it shouldn't be the same.
Sure.
I feel like that makes sense. Like sometimes they come to you in different ways. I
Yeah.
would assume.
Yeah, you know, I mean, it's usually like a chord progression, and I just work through it. Sometimes it's I have an idea. It's very rarely a melody. Every once in a while, it is. It's usually more of like I'm looking for a vibe, and I get into weird stuff. So you know, it can be
Find the weird vibe.
yeah. You know,
I get into weird stuff. What does that mean? Well, you gotta.
well,
You mean like diapers?
Preface
yeah.
this, yeah,
Yeah.
before we all get canceled.
No, you know, I just have real disparate influences, and we're kind of, I think, generally viewed as like this sort of a goth band or a dream pop band or something in that.
I went
vein.
indie rock. Am I way off on that?
Yeah, I mean
Well-
that at its root, and
It throws back to some stuff that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Like it throws back there a little bit. You know?
well, you know, synth pop stuff. But
Yeah. which I like.
God, there's so many fucking names to shit. There's
Yeah.
so many genres of music.
you know, I think that what we're doing evokes like a certain time period. And some
Yeah, I think so.
but you know, some of what I'm doing isn't like where a lot of people that do what I kind of do would be influenced by like Depeche Mode or something like that, or Duran Duran.
What
or-
are you working in when
or-
you're creating a song in the
well,
beginning?
generally like it's synthesizers through like Logic Pro, and then and sometimes they're hardware, a lot of times they're software, and I mean, but recently, like I've been more into like 90s R&B, which is a weird thing to be into, but
no, it's not. No, it is not.
So right,
sort of like
isn't it?
specific-
Well,
your
the-
timing's right on.
Well, the
Your
fucking
timing's
just the
right on.
musicianship in some of that music is really fucking
Yeah,
great.
it's pretty dope.
So
Dude, there's some shit.
The arrangements make your hips pop,
Bro,
you know?
and currently, like these hip hop artists are touring
you
with
want?
live bands, so you're not far off the mark here.
Well, see, that's where
You're
that's
really
what the 80s and 90s had more live bands in hip hop. There was all that stuff was not based on fucking drum machines.
They're coming
and shit.
back now with like full live band. Like,
Don't you talk shit on a drum machine?
Well, I think it's cool. I still think it's a cool instrument, but
Get
still,
that straight.
but it's. I mean, if you ain't got 5 guys, a drum machine is awesome. Like if you can't travel with a bunch
you're
of
only
people.
replacing one guy with a drum machine, and you should.
What about a keyboard? How many people are you replacing?
keyboards? I don't really need.
He's got a sore spot for keyboard.
No, I'm a
Okay.
bass player. That's
You guys don't have a bass player in your band.
but I'm a bass player and originally.
Isn't that
so
funny?
yeah.
A really good one.
Yeah, I've played bass since I was little.
But he's
kid.
programming it.
I usually,
okay. So you can take the fucking left hand out the equation on your keyboard player.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. There you go. He gets it.
No,
He
I
understands.
don't- I don't know.
Yeah.
I think he loves the left hand more than you.
Not
I-
on a keyboard. I think. No.
I play bass on about half our songs. So
Yeah.
there's live.
And then you
We
play
do like
keyboard bass
bass
on the
too.
other half.
Yeah, it just depends.
Right.
They
See, it's one or the other though. I'm saying they don't coexist.
I don't know. I just feel like a keyboard sounds better.
You can fucking leave my studio, my friend. Yeah.
Those are
My-
fighting words.
My
friend.
former friend, I love you so much, but
but it's that Minneapolis thing that I'm kind of hunting after,
Yeah.
specifically Prince and his proteges, like
Yeah, fucking Morris Day in the Time.
or Flight Time and
That's-
Jimmy Jam and
I like
Terry
some of that funk
Lewis
shit. That shit I like.
and that stuff and
Janet
but also
Jackson.
L.A. Reid.
There you go.
That sort of
Yeah.
stuff.
See, now I'm down with that shit. That's more of my vein.
Ba-
Thanks,
ba-
Gigi, for turning me
Babyface.
on to that shit.
It's just so that's like something that I'm sort of seeking, but it's like I'm trying to figure out how to bring that into what we're already doing. It's
So he'll get that together at least like most of the way, and then usually I'll take it and listen to it a billion times and search my soul and come up with a rough vocal melody, which we'll workshop together.
so
later.
the music comes first, and then you bring melody.
The vocal melody
Yeah.
and the lyrics, and then we kind of come together and give notes, and it changes, and he
Yeah,
figures out guitar, and yeah.
That's nice when you
That's
have a kind of a studio
usually
producer.
how it
Okay,
goes.
okay.
When you have a
so-
studio
so-
producer, that's
So you're bringing like kind of a bare bones,
He's my
like this is the
husband.
rhythm
helps.
here that we're doing. She's getting like melody back to you and go, if we can move some stuff around, I could do this maybe.
no, I
And-
mean to a degree. I mean to some extent, like there's usually these are being handed off to her, sounding like pretty finished productions, and then they
Right.
get ripped apart and put back together. So she
Right,
sometimes will take one of the melodies, it's a synthesizer or occasionally a guitar, and that becomes a vocal melody. Sometimes not, but there's a lot of times where like a guitar or a synthesizer plays a similar, if not the same, melody to the vocal line. Sometimes that part came first, sometimes she came
Yeah.
first.
I gotcha.
And
It's a seesaw, and it's always dependent, like you said earlier, on the song, and
But
creative process. It's always changing.
but we only just started doing this in June, and we
Oh wow, okay. So
Yeah,
you guys are
Brave Boy's
less than a
pretty
year
new.
into it, huh?
Yeah, Brave Boy's
Oh,
probably new, right?
babies.
yeah, I mean we've got about a dozen songs. We'll have a dozen songs out with our next release in June, on June 7th, and
Fallen
okay.
Lids. Make sure you're with us on social
Is there a
media
pre-save
so that you
option, or-
can. There will be.
yeah,
should be,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Find,
we'll
find the
post about
pre-saves,
that on-
guys. That's
Yeah, find our
Yeah.
social media and just follow us there.
Yeah, while you're here right now, go check out whatever you Spotify, Apple, whatever you use,
Yeah,
and pre-save it there. That's always the easiest thing. That's what I do on Apple
100%.
Music.
and it's
Thank
the
you.
most effective for everybody.
That's why that.
Fallen
That's why
Lids
that.
will be June 7th.
And what's it called again? One more time.
Fallen Lids.
Lids. Fallen
June,
Lids.
June 7th.
All right.
Mhm.
and that's the
Is that a
last-
full album or EP or what do we got?
That's
coming?
it's just another single, but actually at that point, that's 12 songs, and we're going to compile that into an LP.
We're compiling a record
Have you guys released 12 singles?
retrospectively.
Gotcha.
This will
Mhm.
be, I think, single number 11. I think.
So since last June, you guys have released 12 original songs.
Well, one of them's a cover, but
But
Yeah.
for the most part, that's what you. So you guys. So do you guys like try to ramp out one song, and then once it's good in there, you go ahead and release that. And
we're shooting for like a single a month.
Trying to get-
We've held
Yeah,
pretty steady to
yeah,
that.
I mean, you're averaging that. It sounds like.
I think
Yeah.
that's a good model, actually. I think that's
And then
I
you
think that
can,
works.
and then you can put them all together as a full release.
a
at the end of
greatest
the year.
hits record.
Yeah.
You know, like, wouldn't that be nice? You know,
You
I
know,
would just I would be so presumptuous. I would just say all greatest hits #1.
Yeah.
Greatest hit. That would be all my album titles. Greatest
Well,
hits #2.
yeah. If I got 11 songs, I'm going to call it the greatest hits, and then you give them a bonus track and make it 12.
Everything's a treat.
Yeah.
Right. Well, and everything's smart to what you guys are doing to keeping yourself relevant at the top of as a new band. That's why Aaron's seeing you. That's why people are seeing you, because you keep recycling your music back to the top of all the platforms. That's
Yeah.
a really smart move.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
I'm real irritating and persistent in
Yeah.
my
It works.
promotional.
It
it's
works.
annoying for me actually because we have lots of material that I just cannot get out. Like there's
Yeah,
So
we have
it-
a backlog actually.
it's a big because I write fast and it's just a big backlog and I would prefer to just put it all out.
Or are you? So
Yeah.
you are a writer and a composer that's like knows when to let the song go. There's a lot of people that just sit there and
Yeah.
massage those fucking songs
yeah,
for
man.
10
That's-
years. Let those some bitches go, baby.
Yeah.
Let them out.
Well,
Mhm.
it's like ideas really aren't that precious, and I'd rather just move
I'm
forward
having them
and,
every second.
and grow. So I have.
I
a lot.
don't want to be hung on some old idea. I want to
Yeah.
move on to that.
So why are they stuck in stasis, man? Why don't we release it? It's not finished.
I
or-
probably will. No, I mean they're at like 80 or 90%.
So how many like original songs does Brave Boy have? Are you telling me? Or you sitting on like a fucking 20 piece of songs?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
20 piece,
Yeah.
Like
that's-
nuggets?
Yeah, 20 piece
Yeah,
nugget.
That's
some sweet and sour.
Just fucking diminish the importance of everything.
But 20 songs is pretty awesome to have in a fucking less than a year.
That'll be our greatest hit.
And what do you got
You can make
against
two- you can make
and
two
what do
fucking
you
whole
have
records
against
there.
chicken nuggets all of a
Oh,
sudden?
nothing against chicken nuggets. I'll eat as many chicken nuggets as you put in front of me. Straight up.
There's an episode.
Those and fish sticks, man.
Dude, I can
I'll
eat
mess
it.
up some fish
It's
sticks.
all right.
Pizza
Let's not
rolls.
Let's not
same
get
way.
into fish sticks. The pizza rolls burn my mouth. Those things are a little bitchy.
Gotta watch your temperature on them.
Yeah.
Gotta watch
Fucking air
that.
fryer, I swear.
The ranch will cool it
So
off.
I got a question for you guys. Were you doing music before you guys got married, or did you kind of fall into that because that was his passion, or like how'd that like?
I've always
part
been
come
a
from it?
singer, but like didn't sing for other people, I guess.
Or did you grow up singing in
did some
choirs
backing-
or anything like that, or?
Yeah, I mean, like, I'm a recovering Catholic, so like, I grew up singing in church and all that, but
So you had a little bit of stage experience and sang in front of some folks.
kind of, but not really. No, I mean, the most experience I got when he was in an older band, I did backing vocals, and I did them mostly recorded, and I did live a few times. But that was so long ago. I don't know. I think I just finally got the courage. I had to get old enough
I mean, that does-
Yeah, to be like none of it really
to
matters
not
anymore.
care.
well, and it takes, I'm sure, a lot of support from your husband. like,
Sure.
putting
Yeah,
you-
he's always been
work-
encouraging me and hoping this day would come when I would be like, okay, I'll try it. So it just
yeah.
finally happened, and it's been working out really well.
Well,
And of
writing
course,
for
there's
female lead
regret,
singer is awesome.
but I could have done this sooner, but whatever. Yeah,
There's
doing
always
it
little
now.
bits, man. I remember when we did the podcast first couple times, we were kind of in that like, oh shit, I wanted to talk about.
Yeah.
I wanted.
Yeah.
We should have delved into.
Oh, to first 10
yeah,
episodes, I'm like, and then I was like, just don't worry.
just let
about
it fucking go, man.
Just,
Yeah.
It's all gonna be okay,
No one watches
really.
this shit anyway.
A constant comfort.
Yeah.
So if anything you say, well, no one will hear. You'll say whatever the hell you want.
Oh boy.
That's why we've been doing this. So tell me about how you got into all this creativeness with this. With your,
Yeah, you have great makeup,
yeah.
and
Oh,
and
I
usually
was like, are you okay?
No, I'm talking
Rubbing
about with
his
all
face.
this, with all the,
Oh yeah.
because you've got like
Mr.
days of the
Sensitive
week for
over
this
here,
shit.
so-
Yeah, like days of the week and themes. and
Yeah,
all
I
kinds of
do
shit.
post on my personal social media. I usually post a selfie every day because I do kind of glammy makeup, I guess you could say. I've always loved makeup. My first musical obsession that really was formative for me was David Bowie. And so
Yes.
like glam rock and like a lot of other glam musicians since have been my obsession. I'm obsessed with drag culture. I love drag queens. So that's probably what it stems from.
I
But
thought Tequila Rosé was coming.
I was about to say you almost lucked out. There was supposed to be Tequila Rosé was
Oh,
supposed to come in and hang out
shit.
today.
I better check my phone. She might be outside.
Oh,
No,
hell.
we unlocked the door, didn't we?
Now it's a party.
Yeah.
Maybe.
We've had some drag shows in this place a few times. But
That's great.
yeah.
Well, so I mean, I've been doing elaborate makeup since I was in high school, and I just love it. It's expressive. It's a temporary art form every day. I can do something different every day, and
So when are you gonna start with the cool fucking eyebrow makeup?
I'm not.
Yeah,
And just think for a moment about how long it takes us to leave the house. if we have some-
Okay.
Dude, I have a not.
okay.
So I showed my
Yeah.
14-year-old daughter. I was like, look at the makeup, because my daughter is like totally into taking 4.5 hours to get ready, like you probably do. Like I'm feeling
This
it.
is like a 2. It is at least a 2. It's about a 2-hour.
This is. Did he ask you to ask about this
I did
so
not.
he
No.
could vent about how
no, we just
what's
know.
happening
We
here?
just know. We
No,
just
my-
know.
my-
It's about a 2-hour process for my daughter too. Like she's got to get up at 5.
Well,
in the
how
morning.
about this? Shout out to Shayla Roach, who is going to tattoo these brows on my face soon. So that will.
This
you
is
know,
not your top is not.
No, I
tattooed
draw
yet?
these every day from scratch, and there's
How often do you
nothing-
how often do you go like, oh fuck?
Or sneeze.
That does happen. It does happen.
or your family is tapping their foot behind you? No.
You got like a dinner reservation or a movie
I
you're
get
trying
up
to make?
early. I'll just say that. And I do it by myself, and it's very zen, and I listen to audiobooks or podcasts.
Oh, so your
my
your
daughter-
mornings are alone.
My daughter
Your
My
does.
mornings are my me
your
time because
space.
I'm
Yeah,
in
I
front
get
of
that.
people all day long.
I can
I get
understand
that,
it. My
yeah.
daughter's
Yeah.
the same way. She does.
I don't do that. I'm a
It's
night
my
owl,
zen.
but I do
Yeah.
get that.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what men do on the toilet. That's our toilet.
See,
time.
you get it then.
No, see, I applaud myself for being very allowing of that morning space where I'm in
Mhm.
bed hungover, and
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
you see what I mean. I don't want to be a part of
Win-win.
that space.
Fair enough.
That's for you, buddy.
It's perfect.
Yeah, that's for Justin over there. You know?
Yeah. Mhm.
That's what I think. But he
Fair.
doesn't even wear makeup, but he will take the same amount of time trying to get out of the house, and it's just nervous energy. It has nothing to do
yeah.
with reality. He's like, I'm
I
waiting
feel
on
better
you, and
after
I just
that
like put my shoes on, my hat, my sunglasses. I'm like, I'm ready. What are you talking about?
I'm
And
ready
he's
so
over here
fast.
vacuuming, like dusting,
Yeah.
and I'm just like,
Oh,
dude,
come
what?
on. Yeah.
Well, some people have to ease into the universe.
There has to be one person in that relationship with that energy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Well,
timing that energy would be important.
I just want to be on time to places.
Yeah.
That's-
Fair.
I hate being late. Being late gives me such anxiety. I can't do it. You know.
What you guys got? You got anything you
Oh,
want to
we
bring up?
got notes.
I love if
Let's
somebody
go.
with
Let's
notes,
go.
because I make notes, and none of this really actually means anything. I don't even know. If
Oh,
Yeah.
Our next show.
I'm going to quiz you later.
Yeah.
Next show. Yeah. That's
yeah,
good.
definitely. First and foremost, you guys have just been around since June. They got 20 plus original songs. So check them out any chance you guys get. Where are you guys going to be?
Kirby's on, I think, June 9th, which is a Sunday, it is what it is. But we're
Some of those Sunday shows are
Pushing the
pretty
new
fun.
release at that point.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, well, we've been playing that one live for months,
Mm-hmm.
but it'll be a new version of it because it's
Mhm.
changed, and
Nice.
it's good. That's a good show. We're playing with some bands from
Blood
Los
Handsome.
Angeles. Blood Handsome. They're a pretty big goth band from darkwave band from their a band called Cruel Kiss, which is like up and coming, and
Mhm.
Remains to Be
Awesome.
Seen, which is
Local, we all love.
local.
We know them.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And should be a good show, and
That's
Yeah.
the only one we
So,
have.
are you guys going to roll a duo set
in
if
the
you
near
don't have somebody
future.
by then? You guys have that
Yeah,
planned
we
out?
pretty much plan on doing that show. We played Freya Fest as a duo because
Yeah.
Chad had to be out of town.
Was that you guys played the second day, or did you guys play?
We
here?
were day 2.
day 2 at.
Yeah.
Where was that at?
Backbeat.
That's,
Uh-huh.
that's still a venue I haven't got to
Jansen's.
get into yet. I want to go see that.
Yeah, that was my first time
Yeah.
attending or playing a show there.
Yeah,
It was really cool.
In the back of Midwest Drum, there's a venue called Backbeat.
Yeah, and it's kind of a. I heard
Mhm.
it's kind of a cool, intimate little.
Yeah,
place.
and
I
it's
haven't-
all ages. It's
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah, it was rad. We didn't want to do that without Chad, but it was for a good cause. We really wanted to do it. And like we can play as a 2-piece, and it went well. But we have a couple people we're talking to because we don't want to permanently be a 2-piece. But
Yeah.
we will play that show that way, and it'll be a good time.
it'll be fine. I
Yeah,
mean,
it'll be great.
honestly, within our genre or whatever, it's really common for duos to.
yep.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah, I mean, with your,
Think
I mean,
about
with your,
Cocktail
with your
Time.
experience
Hello.
producing music, I mean, you could make it just about anything work. I'm sure if you wanted to.
Ringside was a band I really dug, and they were a 2-piece,
Mm-hmm.
kind of in that same genre. But
Yeah.
I mean, there's
There's a
there's so
tradition
much
of
you
it.
can do with the many talented people that there are these days. That can,
Yeah.
I mean, that you can make.
Well,
That you can run
really
a drum.
technology.
You can
It's
take a drum
technology.
machine and a looping pedal and all that stuff and make a bunch of cool shit happen. I mean, it's kind of fun to watch.
Mark Riboulet does it. There's a bunch of these people out there right now just making these tracks and TikTok and some craziness. So
we talked about where she started. Give us where'd you start? And were you ever, was it just I picked up a guitar and here I am today, or give us your little backstory?
I started playing bass probably when I was 8 or 9 years old. That would have been like 1986 or 1987. I'm old as shit. And then
I was an 84 baby. So
all right. Well, I'm
40,
78, and
79 there.
Old ass motherfucker. 84 here. Woo.
So I was into In Excess and
I'm the youngest.
Guns N' Roses.
We're gonna live
Not that it
forever.
fucking matters.
And that sort of thing. And I took lessons for a while and joined a band. When
Was it bass the whole time? This taking lessons and everything? That was just I'm a bass player.
Yeah. I didn't really branch out from that until I was in my early 20s, and I played guitar in a couple of bands, like they were like sort of post-rock type bands. So there was one called The Interrogation that I played in with Ben Harvey, who's in
It's a great name.
Who's in a bunch of stuff.
I like it. The Interrogation.
Yeah,
I like
that was a good name.
I love hearing about old musicians' band names. As many as you guys can drop, I love them.
He could rattle a lot.
You wanna
He's
go?
been
Give
us-
his
give us 5
resume
minutes.
is long.
So, well, I can do that. Then after that, I played drums in a band called Hearts in Bondage that was pretty popular here, and I co-wrote a lot of that material with them. And that was sort of like a new wavy punk band.
Mhm.
And after that, I was in a band called, I'm just naming kind of the bigger ones. Boys Beware. That's the one that she sang back.
What are you laughing about?
Boys Beware.
That's right.
It just sounds like Boys for Now. If you guys have ever watched fucking Bob's Burgers, it just
So Boys Beware is like this 1960s like film. It's like a short film for like kids.
It's like warning kids against strangers.
it sounds like
yeah.
some anti sex
sexual
film.
predators.
Yeah,
It's an anti.
yeah. So it sounded like
It was
that.
basically
It's an anti-gay.
it's
film
basically an
from-
anti-gay
yeah.
film, but
It's
it was
homosexual propaganda. Probably.
Gotta love that.
Anti-homosexual propaganda is what it was. And so I was in that band, and that band got pretty popular. Death Black Flowers was a band I was in for a few years. That was sort of like a shoegazy
Mhm.
dream pop band.
Yeah, I've heard that.
So you kind of bounced around a lot of genres and you dabbled in a lot of different kinds of music.
Oh yeah, and I was in a band called the Serpent Overlord for a little bit. It was like they're like doom metal. That's one of the
Sludgy
metal
doom
bands.
Did you ever sing in any of these bands, or has it always been drums, guitar, and bass?
Yeah, when I was younger, I sang in a couple of these bands, and there were vocalists in all these bands. But I'm not really a singer. I do a little bit of.
he is to our pets
He can
I am
sing.
pets.
I always these bassists and
and our
drummers
daughter.
and producers and
I
stuff.
am-
They're a lot better singers than they give themselves credit for.
Yeah.
I'm Linda Belcher, really. I sing my life when I'm
Me
at
too,
home,
man,
and I
dude. I
Yeah.
can't help
No,
myself.
Eric
Sing to
can
my
sing
dogs
just
and sing while
fine.
I
He
make
just doesn't-
eggs. And,
He does cute songs for our pets a lot.
Yeah.
So when
Very
did you
nice.
when did you cross over from I'm kind of doing a lot and to I'm going to start also doing studio stuff and recording music? and
Oh
stuff?
man, I started recording bands like the 1998 or so. So the first couple of records I did like
He did an Ant Academy.
I did a
in
7-inch
the
Band
day.
Academy. I did I've recorded so many bands. Terrible Airplane.
Tons.
I've recorded.
What made you want to start recording? What was like? I love making music. What made you want to start producing it too as well?
I was in like this like experimental like kind of emo band when I was a teenager that I didn't mention, and we kind of started branching off into this.
Name withheld, I guess.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, there's,
I mean, you'll
there's still
never-
some
never
warrants
find
out.
Felt like
You'll
that.
never
Felt
find
like
it.
One our lead singer is in the witness protection program. Like,
Well, everybody's moved away except for me. They all
There you go.
They all moved somewhere else on
due to that wild bank robbery that we were all involved in.
So we
Point Break was about us.
we
Yeah.
recorded some stuff, and this was back back. It was on like a big.
So you're talking 98. That's
we would have recorded in 96 and 95, and it would have been on like a big cassette, like it would have been on a cassette.
Just a nip in there, yeah, just a nip.
Cassette 8-track, and it dawned on me how easy it actually is. I'll take a little.
Everybody takes a nip. It's a nip time.
Hey,
Hey, everybody loves
He
a
said
nip.
1998. We're all like, let's drink.
1998.
1998 is when I entered high school.
That is when I was supposed to graduate.
That's when I entered high school.
That's
We
when I was
all had
supposed to graduate,
something
yeah.
with 1998.
Every once
That
in
was
a while,
that was the year the world ended. Right.
It was a
there.
great
That
year
was-
in the universe.
every once in a while, I'll talk about
Yeah.
something I recorded back then, and like somebody will reply like #lore, and I'm just like, oh, for fuck's sake.
Well,
God.
So you kind of just like, I can do this. Fuck it. Like I can record this shit.
Yeah, and the first things I recorded
He
sound
also-
okay, but
He's helpful. He might not say this, but he's helping
Yeah,
other
give him.
musicians.
Yeah, tell
oh,
him.
I record so much shit.
He does
for
it all
free.
for free,
Oh, that's
almost
dope, yeah.
always.
Quit
Not
doing
all
that.
of it, but
I
a
mean,
lot
not
of
all of it.
Quit doing that. This man actually is doubling his prices as of tonight.
Well,
we're
about
gonna
that.
talk. We're gonna talk. after
Okay.
this.
it. All right. Well, I mean,
Perfect Boy.
We'd love to have you
is the
help
name
work
of
out
his
around here
studio,
as a sound guy if
Perfect
you're
Boy.
interested.
Yeah, man. I'll show you around when we're done.
Yeah,
There's a lot here.
There's
a lot
some, and some money for you too.
But he's always lifting other musicians up in the community, and he's been doing
Well,
it
you fit right in
forever.
with us, buddy. That's
Guys,
our-
I
that's our
think
thing.
that's what we're supposed to do. Okay,
Yeah.
I think that's what we're
It's a
supposed to do.
team.
Yeah.
A
big
rising tide
team.
floats all boats, and
Yeah.
I've never
And
really
if we're
got you
just-
guys this weird musicians like beef shit that you guys do. Like everybody's,
I don't understand
the
either,
most
man.
money
It's
you
all
make is
alien
from
to
other.
me.
The most money you make is from other musicians coming to your fucking shows anyway.
Damn right.
yeah, that's
So,
true.
like, so why have you ever would shit on that community?
I
It
mean,
makes no sense to me.
So some people are dickheads, and you do run into them, and it does happen.
Yeah, and
but-
every
They're
in,
around, they're
in every
around.
in every walk of life, some people are dickheads, and some people are lovable dickheads, and some people are the ones you don't want to be around at all.
Yeah,
I
so-
mean,
I mean, the main thing is that I just have my friends, and they're doing cool shit, and I want to help lift them up.
Can't
Even
play in all their bands, but he can.
Yeah,
be
but we can
involved in
definitely-
another
we can
way.
definitely
I
buy-
don't have all that time.
we can pay
Yeah.
a door. We can pay a door fee and buy a fucking t-shirt though.
Yeah.
That's how you fucking
Well,
support people.
and
buy
I can help
t-shirts.
somebody listen to them or whatever.
Yeah, you can. Well, you can help on more than I can. I mean, you can actually be
Well,
like, "Hey, man, you need to maybe do this," you
And,
know,
and
maybe
I
do
can
that.
share you on social media. I can like and comment on your posts. I can-
Sure.
Maybe
You know what I'm
go a
saying? I
step
can-
further.
I
He
can
can
do
help
some
you mix
things.
and master
Yeah,
your shit.
you know.
A
Yeah.
little bit charging for that though. Don't fucking actually.
I mean, I have in the past, but
Get some rates, man, and start charging for that. Sounds like you're working your ass off a little bit for free.
well, I do. I mixed and mastered like a Snow Child record a couple of years
Mhm.
back. That came out
Nice.
all over the world. And
So that's satisfying too.
You
It's
should like ask for
exciting.
royalties on that.
Yeah.
Like, give me 1%,
they paid me a little bit.
but that might pay forever.
not
You might get these weird checks for like 87 cents for the
I-
rest of your life.
Well, it's like gambling.
I love
It's
how
like
you're
gambling.
like
You-
musicians should be friends, and then you're like, you should get money forever.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Which
if you
way
help them,
is it?
well, if you help them make,
It's the
someone
same
helped
way.
me
It's
make-
the same way.
if someone helped me make something, I have no problem giving them a percentage of that. If for every dime
Yeah.
that we make off of it, I,
I-
don't care.
I,
Like
I think it's the same way. I think
I think
that,
everybody
like,
deserves a piece of the nut.
if we did a project together, yeah, I want to help you. That's why I did it for fucking nothing. But if the record blows up and I can get 1% of $1% of $12 ain't much, right? You know what I'm saying? So like on your
Sure.
Spotify royalties, I'll let $3 or
Right.
that's not even 1%. That's like a whole lot. That's like
the reality,
like I'll let $3 slide.
I'm loving your math.
You
Keep it
know.
up.
musicians are the reality
Right.
is that musicians are just traveling t-shirt salesmen.
Oh my God.
In the end, and
Yeah.
that's it.
yeah.
That's
Traveling
really-
merch salesman. Yeah.
just
100%.
t-shirts, really. I mean, that's where all the money is.
I don't know, man. I feel like sunglasses
Yeah,
are the
yeah,
new
but
way.
we all get stuck with like smalls and mediums at the end of the
Plug
tour.
for sunglasses.
$1.50
You know what I mean?
a
We all get
piece.
stuck with smalls and mediums at the end of the tour.
$5 sunglasses. You're
Well,
still
Like
making
what I
$4.50
spent
a fucking
there,
pair.
that was my profit.
More
margin.
math
So
coming
fuck,
at
you
us.
know.
$4.50 a
This is
pair
a
on
math
sunglasses.
podcast. At this
No,
point.
but yeah, it
And
is.
I'm not gonna do math.
And we're-
right now.
and we're-
This is bad.
Get a taller camera. I can't make my arms
You
smaller.
know, if you have too many smalls and mediums left, you just don't appeal enough.
You don't
to-
buy smalls and
Don't-
mediums.
don't
Don't
buy
buy
smalls.
You just
smalls
don't
and
appeal.
mediums.
Kansas.
You just don't appeal
All
enough
these
to nerds and
corn-fed
women.
motherfuckers.
Literally,
That's
if
it.
anybody had any sense, if all of us that make merch had any sense, we would just buy 50 XLs and everybody else can fuck off and order them
Man,
separately.
And I really try to do like a threadless thing. Like
and I'm
people can
talking
just
me as a
order.
dude that needs a 5X t-shirt. So
Nobody
So
did that, man. Nobody
I'm
really
not
did
in
it.
that XL group. But yeah, we tried.
Yeah, we got to custom order our shit. You know?
Well, we tried Threadless. If you guys have ever done merch through via the
and
internet.
that didn't work.
Well, it worked.
Nobody wants to go through the trouble of it.
Well, nobody wants to fucking go through the trouble. And first and foremost, Threadless is a bit of a scam. Like, so if you start, like,
Kind of.
if you start with them as their like low or like their merch provider of yours, for like the first month or so, if somebody wants to buy a shirt,
Good deals. There's
out the
good
door,
deals.
they're getting out the door after shipping and everything. No matter, even if they get
15,
a 5X
20
shirt,
bucks,
$30 at
Yeah,
the most.
Hmm.
It goes after a month. Fucking shirts are 60 some odd dollars. You know,
Skyrocket
no
up,
one
man.
buying a fucking shirt for
Nobody's gonna
55
buy
plus
it.
shipping. You ain't selling that shirt at all.
No,
No
no,
way.
sir.
Nobody. You got to be under $30 to sell anything.
We have one design of shirts right now that is really sick. We got a shout out to Screen Printing. Matt Wiseman and his wife Libby Wiseman did those. But we have more designs coming.
So if somebody wanted to get a little bit of that merch,
That's the only merch we have right
Where could they
now
get
because
that
we
if
don't
they-
have a physical record out yet.
So they could send us a DM on Instagram or on
Mhm.
Facebook.
It'll be really shady. We'll meet you behind a
message.
quick trip.
What do you guys?
Yeah,
you guys have a Brave Boy business account? Or
So
We're
like,
working.
here's
on
the
it.
sad thing. Is
I don't want to open. I mean, I never want to open a bunch of messages to a
Oh
woman.
no!
by
Because if you tell a
No.
bunch of people to message a woman,
Brave
it's
Boy
gonna-
either on Facebook or Instagram. You
So-
should be following us on both anyway.
That's
So-
right.
Just shoot us
That's
a message and we will happily take care
So
of
by
your t-shirt
trade,
needs.
I'm a pretty successful web developer,
That's
and we don't
the
have
thing.
a website, and
we will.
I'm like the director of digital marketing for a company that does.
So he knows what he
dollars
needs.
Sounds
to
like
do.
our engineer,
He
and
just
we don't
needs
have a
the
web.
time to-
So we have an engineer, and we don't have a
do.
website either. Something little,
I remember-
some congruent shit going on here.
Now,
Hey,
there's
a
a
shade
phenomenon
of it
there.
all.
When you work fast food, you don't eat there.
Yeah.
Right.
And when you like are
This is a
guitar
website. I need them.
repairman,
I need these websites built.
when
goddamn.
you're a guitar repairman, you don't repair your own guitar.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, it's like when you're a mechanic.
Yeah, well,
you don't
mechanics,
fix your own
fucking
truck.
cars, or
Hairdresser
mechanics.
repair.
That's what I mean. There's a phenomenon there.
Well,
Yeah.
guess what? I have pest control. I spray the fuck out of my house, so there ain't no pests there. Can we just quit that crap and let's move on? I think that if you got a business, just do good at it and do it good for yourself. If you got a mechanic and you got a shitty car, that don't
Be
make
the
no sense.
example for you.
That don't make no sense to me. How you gonna be a mechanic?
Be
and
the
have a
example
shitty
for
car?
your business. Yeah,
Cars are the
absolutely.
most annoying shit ever.
Cars
Fucking fix them.
suck.
Dude.
Worst thing
You
ever
just
have
go.
to
You
buy.
just every day. You just please,
Uh-huh.
please, no problems, please.
Yep.
So where can we find all of your guys' social media? Where can we find all of your guys' stuff?
Braveboy.band on Instagram.
All right.
Please follow us there. Appreciate that very much. And then we're Brave Boy on Facebook. As you said, we stream on all music platforms. So wherever you stream music, we have several music videos,
Yeah,
including a brand
cool
new
ones.
one.
What's the newest one? Pimp the newest one.
Go ahead.
Oh,
Eric.
just quiet. And I filmed that. The funny thing is,
Is that the black
Oh,
and
you
white
built
one?
it yourself, huh?
Is that the black and white one?
Nice.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the black and
we
white
watched
one.
we watched that today. Actually, that
Yeah,
one
we
that
did.
was released 8 days ago.
So
Yeah.
I was a
Yep.
video
Very
guy
new.
before I was a web developer. Same
Alright.
company, and I just moved.
This motherfucker does
I
all
feel
kinds
like
of
we
cool
gotta talk
shit.
to this motherfucker.
I
Look
know.
out.
God damn, he's a talented
Look
man.
out.
This motherfucker.
And,
I might marry him later. He's
Alright.
fucking. He's
Well,
got.
It's 2024. I mean, we can do what we want, I guess.
Just took another-
You know, yeah. So I've made quite a few videos. I was like an animator and
So yeah, watch those on
What kind of
YouTube,
animation?
too.
Don't
cool.
gloss over that. What kind of animation did you do?
just like motion graphic stuff, After Effects.
God
stuff.
damn, that's time consuming stuff.
Yeah. it
You know,
sure is.
I did that for
Tedious.
Animation
He
shit
doesn't
is
like doing it, but he can.
animation shit is always
Like many
awesome, but
things
it's
I ask him
so
to do.
tedious. It's
Oh
such
my God.
tedious work.
Oh yeah, I'll generally get an AI to do that stuff for me.
Yeah.
Ooh,
AI is going to start
hot
doing everything.
button
For everyone.
issues.
I mean,
Yeah.
AI is going to start doing everything for most
Yeah,
people.
it's
I mean,
gonna-
You know what though? If you know how, then if you know how and you can, then
well, there's
It's
always
still
over.
extremely
well, there's-
fucking difficult. Oh, is this a family show?
No,
Hey.
no.
It's extremely difficult.
Fuck their families. I mean,
Fuck your family first of
we
all.
love our
Second of
families.
all, using AI with any part of the process, it is part of a big process and it's very fussy and difficult. So
and it needs a lot of oversight still. It's not perfect yet. Like, I mean, if you, I've looked at, okay, so I write. So I've always got notebooks and I've always wrote my entire
Mhm.
life. Like, and I've asked chat, what is it? Just one of-
GPT.
Yeah, whatever the fuck it is. I asked it to like do a synopsis of a bit that I wrote, and it doesn't really capture what you want, but it will fill in
Thank
the
God for that. Thank God for that. Okay, because
Yeah,
what's
true.
happening
True.
is it's the wrong way around. Okay, I thought that AI was going to take on the tedious jobs so that we could all do arts and music and
Right.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But that's not what's happening first. What's happening first is the AI
Well,
thinks
it is-
that
it
arts
is
and
and it
music
isn't.
Well,
is the
do you
easiest
But-
know
shit, so
why?
they just
Do you know
that.
why? Because they
Chicken
gave.
thigh.
Well, check this
It's
shit
horrible.
out.
It's horrible.
And
Why are they attacking my arts and music first?
because they
Why are they
gave.
taking that
Listen,
on?
because
Get
they
off
gave.
my lawn.
They gave AI.
Not my backyard.
Have you seen this video? They gave AI a remedial task. They gave an AI intricate robot a remedial task.
And it just shat its pants.
It knew that it was his whole life was going to be taking this box from this way and setting it over here. Within 15 minutes of itself, it decided the most logical decision was to off itself. Literally, this is an AI robot that we put on a remedial task, not on
We're
new
gonna
shit.
need references.
I got the video.
Um,
I got the video
yeah.
straight up.
Yeah.
Literally, this AI robot, loads like 15 of these boxes off the shelf, putting it
Uh-huh.
on the conveyor belt, and then literally goes through its own programming.
I think
and,
I might write a song
and
about
kills
that.
itself.
I like that
It says
story.
this is not a life.
Whether or
I
not
want
it's
to
true.
do."
It's 100% true. It's 100% true. Search this up.
Search it up. Search it up.
Tell her what to search up because I would think you're
Okay, after this
that's
show,
crazy as hell.
after this show, all you have to put in is AI robot offs itself after 15 minutes. It comes up that quick. This ain't some shit. I'm just
well, now I know you're telling the truth,
Okay.
and it is true.
straight.
Now I believe
They
you.
literally.
Or he talks legitly enough.
Yeah,
Like
you never
this.
know. I could make up some shit and y'all would
Yeah.
believe it, but this was not one of them. I'm telling you right now, they convinced an AI robot to do a remedial task, and it in 15 minutes decided that it would rather be dead. So that's a little fucking weird. So after all that,
Mhm.
Well, we got about 10 minutes left
I'm just
here,
sitting here
everybody.
imagining a
Shit.
Commodore 64 with a string of black cats in it, and somebody just lit it and filmed that.
Mhm.
It's stopping itself right there. It's like enough.
Mhm. Yeah, that's what would happen.
It's true.
So,
you guys got this for a second. I'm looking at it. Here, look, hey, look.
looking it up. I told you I'd look it up, but you ain't. I'm gonna look
not
up
gonna
my
give a shit
own
about
stuff.
the video. I mean, hey, play this video after we're all done.
Look at it. Look.
Because okay,
A moment of silence,
look,
please,
it
for the
took him a minute,
guy who
please.
died.
Kills itself.
I see it on the floor. I see a video of him up, and I see a video of him on the floor. I don't want to go in there, but
Irrefutable
okay.
proof.
But now I kind of believe him. You know, like
I mean,
a
it's only
couple
got
things here.
10 million views.
The battery just
10 million views never lied.
Well, I mean, 10
Right.
million views sent Diddy into another country. I mean, it didn't take much.
Oh,
you don't run
snap.
if you're innocent.
No, I know. I mean, we're not
Run
even.
if
I
you
mean,
want
it's
to.
not even here right now for certain reasons.
Fucking Diddy, man.
They searched this place, and he's like, "Well, maybe I'll go to another country."
Maybe I did all that shit.
Yeah, I mean, let's. That is some dark shit to like do weird shit to people and hold it against them. on
Let's
video.
not end this podcast on that, okay? Like
Let's not let that win.
Well, let's just say that Brave Boy's
Diddy
looking,
never really did it for
Brave
me in the
Boy's
first
looking
fucking
for-
place.
Brave Boy's looking
So,
for another guitarist, right?
Yeah, and or keyboard player.
Hey,
Ooh,
hey.
so you're looking for a keyboard player.
I was sitting
So
on
I
that
know,
earlier.
I
when
know,
you
I
were-
know this guy. His name is P Diddy, and
Oh,
he might be looking,
Looking
for a new
for
gig.
work.
Yeah, he might be looking for a new gig.
oh, well, it's not really the Brave Boy brand. Let's say.
So
He'll change his name. I bet he will.
So we got a new song June 7th and a live performance coming out
June 9th at
Fallen
Kirby's.
Lids, Fallen
Everybody
Lids.
loves Kirby's beer store. Hello.
Yeah, who doesn't? Who
Yeah.
doesn't? One of my favorite places in town.
But Fallen Lids is
We
coming
almost
out
got
June
married
7,
there.
and we're doing June 9 at Kirby's.
Mm-hmm.
Anything guys want to get off your chest before we end this shit?
Well, a recent sort of development.
let me
He
get
was
the-
talking about recording people. Go on.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, well.
A new name change.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
yeah.
my studio for years was called like Ping Pong or
Some goofy shit you made up when you were young.
I mean,
It was
like,
named after a beloved cat. Rest in peace, Ping Pong.
Okay.
poor Ping Pong.
We love him
and
still.
I dislike it.
cats.
He was
Dislike it
still-
more by the minute.
he was
Let's rename it.
he was still alive
We
at the time
did.
that the name came. But
So do we name it after another cat, or do we move on from that?
No.
we
naming?
moved on. We're calling it Perfect Void, and that's really just because I need a name for a label to release things for Brave Boy since we're unsigned. But I'm just going to sort of use it as an entity for
It's
whatever.
a catch-all.
So
What is
It's
the
a
name of your-
perfect
what's the name of your
void,
label?
if you will.
Perfect Void. So you're not unsigned. Brave Boys and Perfect
There
Void.
you go.
So when you say label, what are we talking about? Are we talking about keeping the publishing rights like from BMI? Is that what we're after? Because a label means so many things, and I'm just
Mhm.
curious here
Good question.
because I've heard it so many times. Like, yeah, I'm a label.
So
Are we?
It's
You
really just a name that I can release Brave Boy under
And I
potentially.
understand it. It's a publishing purposes.
Yeah,
And potentially
friends or
Yeah.
others,
Mhm.
and also for my studio, which is or like video production or anything.
But
I
as
do
far
that.
as like,
Are you hireable for video work? Do you like?
Sure, I mean, like
he's
on
awfully
the
busy,
side.
but
Yeah, I mean on the
you
side.
can always ask.
Who's that? Who's that?
Who's that? What?
What? Annie?
yeah.
Get out of here. Annie.
We
Mac.
have a ghost in the machine.
Annie Mac is always available for your video recording needs.
So yeah, I mean, I would potentially. It's for me, things just kind of have to be the right project.
No.
I mean, I'm potentially available on the
He
side.
also makes sick flyers, and we promote shows, so that's
is
kind
good.
of the
This is all
name
good.
for that
Yeah.
too. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's just there's so many little things that I do, and that website.
Doesn't sound like little things. Sounds like you do a lot of cool big
Well,
things. Man.
and
So
and
don't minimalize them. You do a lot of cool shit. Sounds like
and
you're
what I'm
working your ass
saying
off.
is if we're calling ourselves a record label, all those little things, as you call them, have to be addressed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you're actually not a record label if we're not distributing, promoting, developing, recording.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like there's a lot of stuff in there. So if you're hitting on all those labels, I'll give it to you. You know
I mean,
what
that's sort of the
Like-
thing, and
We're
that-
building. He's building that. We're
Yeah,
building
yeah.
that.
Of
It's
course,
also-
It's
of
new.
course we are.
Like
Yeah.
Brave Boy, it's new.
also when I talked about that, the website that I haven't made, that is a sort of a potential umbrella for those things to
Yeah.
exist underneath, and so they can basically exist
Understood.
as slash
Mhm.
Brave
Completely.
Boy slash whatever. So, and so that's sort of the thought behind that, and there could be a little bit of blogging in there and some other
Maybe a
things.
podcast.
I can't
I'm just
wait.
kidding.
You can
we
film
don't
one
want a
here.
podcast.
You can come one here if you guys want. We'll help you make it. We're not
I
anti-podcast.
can't wait to talk to these guys like after this podcast.
Can we come on your guys' podcast?
So maybe
Our imaginary one. It'll just be us sitting at our house.
I'm just saying maybe we
You can
end
come
this
over.
fucking podcast so we can talk and actually.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
can.
Just put coffee
Hey,
cans
We're getting
out.
there. We're getting that close anyway.
yeah,
Really.
check out everything Brave Boy. Check out everything Aaron and Austin show. Get with us on all stuff. They got shows coming up. They got need a guitarist / keyboardist / Aaron's involved now. You're a bassist.
I hear you play tambourine.
I play
If
a
it's
mean
not mic'd.
no mic.
Okay.
Don't
fucking
mic
give
the
this
instrument
guy
that I
a
play.
tambourine. No fucking.
I'd be
natural
better
rhythm.
off
Keep it
it.
in mind.
I would be better off with
It's
just
natural rhythm.
just let me let me stand there. I'll just say, hey, this band's
That-
great.
You know the Boston from Mighty Mighty Boston. The guy that just sits there and
The hype
dances.
man. The
That guy
hype
works
man.
too hard. I don't want to be that guy. That guy's.
That's
Can I
you,
have a
buddy.
chair?
I don't want to fucking dance the whole time. Jesus Christ, that fucking poor bastard.
Yeah.
And it brings us out.
Get us out.
Get out of here.
Get us out of here.
Yeah, all right. Episode
you.
109. Thanks, guys, for coming on. We appreciate
Thank you. We loved it. Appreciate it.
We'll give
Super
you all-
fun, really.